Okay, you guys, I'm back for day 2. I'm going to do one more very, very quick look using this Pat McGrath Labs Mothership 9 Huetopian palette. We're going to do something very, very fast because my husband's waiting for me to go. So I'm going to start with this kind of corally matte color right here. And that's going to be my transition shade. Again, just kind of keep up my crease. This is date night, hence the date night looks that we're doing. And no surprises and no issues at all. I'm going to take this shimmer right here, one of her metallic ones. And I think she said it goes really good with, like she said, a wet brush works really well with these to give it kind of a very foiled look. So I've wet my brush with some setting spray and I'm going into that one right here next to the dark matte brown. She said to mix it until it's like a slurry, which I'm guessing is kind of like a putty. Wow, but that's gorgeous on that brush. Oh yeah, wow, super pretty. This is such a beautiful rose gold. Has it kind of almost like I wouldn't call it a thick paste, but because it's like that, I'm gonna also press it in, and then because it looks like it might be kind of sitting up above those creases in my eyelids, I'm going to press some on top too. I did use the same eyelid primer, the Natasha Denona one that I used yesterday. In fact, everything on my face is pretty much the same as it was yesterday. I think I changed my lip because my stuff is still in my purse from last night. Okay, both colors are done. I have not ordered that pen thing with her liquid in it that she says to use on it yet. I am half tempted. I also want to try this eyeshadow on with a different eyelid primer. I'm going in with that darker matte just to kind of give my eyes some definition here. I feel like that metallic really kind of brought out the texture in my eyelids, which is probably not the look I'm going for, but we're gonna make it work. As that feels like it's in about the right place, the right shape for my eyes. I'm gonna go back into that kind of, I don't even want to call this, almost like a lipstick pink, just kind of a top edge. I really do feel like this is that palette where you compare one of the metallics or these crazy foiled colors with any of the mattes. They're just beautiful. Okay, let me put some mascara on and some eyeliner. I'll be right back. Okay, mascara's on. I'm gonna go in with a lighter, brightest shimmer in here for a little inner corner highlight. Absolutely perfect. And my Dark Star mascara is about on its last leg. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the dark brown, just deepen up. It's down here, just date night definition. All right, final step. Super fast, super easy. Love the way it came together. I'm gonna go change my shirt and put on some shoes and out the door. I'll see you in my next video. Okay, getting ready to do my last 2 looks with this Huetopian palette. So let's get in here. I wanted to do another date night look. I'm really intrigued by this bright, the lightest duochrome in here, as well as the gold. I also haven't used, I think, one of the shimmers. So I'm working my way through it. I've almost got every single color from here. This time, I think I'm going to, I have some dirty brushes here is what I have. That's not a good thing. I think I really want to do something kind of glam for tonight. So I'm gonna actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do one on each eye, and then whichever one I decided to actually leave the house in, I'll take off the other one. So that way I get two in one shot. So I'm gonna go in with the matte mauve color in here on this eye to start with. Again, I feel like she gave us 2 really good transition shades in the 2 mattes. One's kind of more of a corally color, one of is more of a mauve. Do you guys say mauve or mauve? After using this for a number of looks now, I can tell you these colors just, they blend so beautifully. The formula is fantastic. I'm gonna go in with the more of the peachy corally color on this eye over here, and I don't know if you'll be able to really tell too much of a difference, but I feel like the coral side is definitely more warmer, whereas the mauve color is more cool toned, as one would expect. Okay, going into our dark shade here on both eyes, and we're going to use the same one over here. This one I just did the warmer shade. Okay, they do intentionally look different, so if you're looking at my eye going, okay, this one's much higher with the shade than this one, it's because I am trying to do 2 different looks. Okay, I am going to go in with this lightest, brightest shade. It comes through as like a white crystal, but then shifts to kind of a pink color. So I wanted to use this all over, see what it looks like when I just apply with a dry brush, because what I'm noticing with most of these is they really do apply better with a damp brush. And this one, like some of the other ones, it's almost like they're a pressed, finely milled glitter. I find that when I put it on just with the dry brush, I start getting speckles of the glitter that kind of transfer down my cheek. It's not a surprise. I think what I like about this shade, especially just as it is on a lid with not much else, is it gives this really subtle, beautiful, I mean, I don't know that you can call this subtle. It's a lot more wearable for people that don't normally wear a lot of color or really go bold. I think it's just like a really, really pretty glam kind of look. I did go in several times and pick it up and kind of pat it on. And I think at this point in time, I really see a change between the green, the pink, and the white. Just such a finely milled shimmer on it, or finely milled glitter. Try to clean up this a little bit out here, a little bit more, kind of keep the glitter contained and sort of blend in that outer edge a little bit more. And I think once I put on some eyeliner, you know what, I'm gonna use the same eyeliner I used before. You're gonna really see how I feel about this. So if you are not someone who loves like a winged, you know, black, heavy black eyeliner, I really think that this, you know, doing a little bit of a purple color, with my mirror here, doing a little bit of a purple color really kind of gets you that sort of cat eye look. I just think that this is such a softer way of doing glam and date night all at once. I mean, I just feel like it has kind of a little bit of, I don't know, old school Hollywood, but with a modern take on it. This might be one that I would dip into lashes, although I don't normally wear lashes. But because of the way that glimmer look, or that way that shimmer looks, I don't know. I like it. I think that this is absolutely something that you could press that lightest shade over something and it's just gorgeous. Let's go into a couple of these other shades in here. I want to use this kind of bronzy, which one was it? This one right here. It looks burgundy right now in the camera and in the viewfinder, but when I look at it on here, it has this beautiful gold, creamy shift to it. It does feel very creamy. I don't know how many different shades are in this particular one. It just seems like it changes the light so much. It really is gorgeous. I can tell you that the one thing, and if I didn't say it earlier, that one of the things that I absolutely am finding that I'm obsessed with about this palette is you've got so many shades that you can do one color on your lid. I just moved this all the way over because I realized I really want to take that other shade just kind of on top of it a little bit here. But you can do one shade all over your movable lid like I just did, even if you do this first and then smoke out one of those crease shades, those transition shades, or even the darker shade, and then you're done. I mean, there's nothing about this that is like, oh my gosh, I have to use every single color. I have to do a rainbow look, because it's not. It's a largely monochromatic palette. But you have a couple of these shades in here that are so different and unexpected. Like when I look at this shade right here in my mirror, it's such a bright, bold purple, but in the, there I can almost get it if I turn it just a little bit. But when I look at it, it's like a blue purple. It's just gorgeous. This one is the real surprise because, I mean, it looks almost like green gold on the lid, but when I look at it in the pan, it ends up taking on a little bit more of a pink shift to it. I mean, these really do feel like just trio chromes. Okay, I want to go in with that gold, but I'm going to wet my brush first. And I'm still using this Milani Make It Last setting spray because I don't like the spray on my face, but I hate to waste the product. So I just wet the brush down and I'm going into this gold right here, and we are just gonna load up this brush. I'm right on the center, and I think that is so pretty. There hasn't been a single look that I've created with this palette yet that I was like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that, or that's not really what I would have thought. I think you get daytime, you certainly get nighttime, you get fun. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I might not even put on any eyeliner with this look because I kind of like the smoky look just the way it is. Let's put on some mascara. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I have one look on this side. Smokier, feels like cashmere sweater weather. And then I have one look on this side, a little bit more glam with the brighter, just feels, I don't know, fresher. I don't know. I love them both. I love every single look I've created with this palette. I have zero regrets. I really feel like this palette, man, this is everything. This has so much for me. This is like this is my palette. I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled with this palette. I hope you guys found something of value in this video. I ended up doing 4 kind of date night looks, 1 daytime look, 1 really kind of challenged my comfort zone with that brightest color. That was the very first date night look that I did. I know this is a pricey palette and I would not encourage you guys to do it, but I don't have anything like this in my collection, and that's shocking. This is an all-in-one palette. I can see how maybe you'd combine it with some other palettes to maybe get some looks, but I don't think you need to. I think this has everything you need, and I love this size. This is like my dream size here. This is the perfect size of palette because it gives me so many combinations. It's not a 4-pan, it's not a 30-pan, it's the perfect in-between size. That's just me. I love Pat McGrath Labs. I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys found some value in this. I don't know why I said I hope you guys do too, because you don't need to love Pat McGrath Labs. I still love you, even if you don't love PML. Okay, guys, I hope you guys are doing really well, and I thought I had something else set out here to film, but I don't see where it is. It was a dupe video, so I'm gonna film something else. I'll see you in my next video. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.